Great to be joined today by Jake Ellis from Team Ellis Boxing and Mark the Magic Man Schleibs, Australian Bantamweight champion. I know you've been very vocal in the last sort of 6 to 12 months, Marky, about a fight with a certain Australian that you'd love to square off with. Tell us a little bit about, your call out today.
Look, the call out, we've been extremely vocal the last 12 months especially. It's finally, this fight with Jarvis has finally caught some traction, and with Jeff responding with saying that he wants to make the fight happen, I think we can make the fight happen possibly for the end of the year or early next. We've got to go through these hard times like everyone else is going through at the moment. But I believe in Jake and my team, the Brizzy brothers, we can make this fight happen and sort out a contract hopefully in the next 4 to 8 weeks, and then we can start getting prepared properly for this fight. Obviously, the Jeff Horn and Zoo fight just passed, so it's a great fight for the boxing fans to jump on. Especially the build up to this fight. There's a lot of history behind this fight. It's like we said, it's been marinating for the last 12 months. So, I believe by the time this fight does happen, it'll be huge, it'll be massive.
With those limitations, with not being able to bring in international opponents, or at least making it a lot harder, with the quarantines, etc. The boys at the lighter weights and at the real heavyweights are going to really struggle because we just don't have that girth in those divisions. You go look at Marky's weight, in his division there's 4 or 5 people. Once you sort of take out, the guys under 5 fights and the guys sort of, at that next tier that are fighting overseas, the Maloneys, Jackson, those sort of guys, it's pretty black and white of, the potential matchups that can happen within those weight divisions.
I'm willing to go up in weight because I believe in my skills, and I believe that I can beat Jarvis quite convincingly, and I think a lot of people doubt me and doubt my skills because he is the Mr. Hollywood and I'm the Aussie battler having a go, but I know this Aussie battler will definitely put him to sleep when I get my chance.
Marky's put his hand up and said he'll fight anywhere. So whether it's in Sydney, whether ideally, it's like the Rafa and Zoo situation where, ideally a neutral state. Naturally, we'd love it in our home state.
That could be the main event. We could be on the semi-main.
Why not? Makes sense. Sydney versus Victorian.
That'd be an awesome build.
That would be. And again, 2 of the best fights that could be made.
100%.
Again, Marky's 12-0, Jarvis is 17-0, and my whole thing is, we've got the current Australian champion, and Brock. He's just like the Maloney brothers, like we mentioned before, Luke Jackson, even Jeff Fenech himself. You've got to win the Australian title before you move on to regionals.
We've got 2 crossroads where our stories will clash, I think, and will create a lot of excitement, knowing us a bit more, going into our backgrounds. Obviously, a lot of people know that I have a little boy who's 5 years old, and fights like this are the stepping stones I need to break through and get my name out there and finally showcase the world and showcase Australia exactly how good I am. He's probably going to be favoured. He's got the more popularity and whatnot, but then again, I've been the underdog many times before. I don't know why, but when they see me box, I think they start to kick themselves and say, "Hey mate, this boy can go." You know what I mean? And I don't need to. I'm not going to badmouth him. He trains hard. He trains hard. He's got a world champion trainer, but then again, I don't think he has the ticket that I have.
Well, no, I think, the way Mark's come up in boxing and more so in life, it's put him in real good stead to be ready for a tough fight, a tough test. And, he's come up hard. He comes from Reservoir, commission flats. He's had a kid at a very young age. So he's been through a lot of life's tribulations and always come up on top. He's got a perfect boxing record. He's a great father. So in saying all that, I truly believe that extra grit and that extra little bit of, I guess, hate without saying that word, gives him a little bit extra push.
Example, there's an interview with your old man and he says, that's what he says. He goes, I hated the world. He goes, that's why I was world champion at 19 years old, because I hated the world more than anyone else. So that, you use that fuel, I've been, taking all this stuff in, all these struggles that we're going through now, I want to put into this camp, to walk out of it successful and obviously, to accomplish what I want to accomplish. And Jarvis is in my way. I think if you think you can beat me, you want to be ranked or looked at as the best fighter, especially the best bantamweight in Australia, then you have to fight me. You have to go through me. You're not fighting Andrew Maloney. You're not fighting Jason Maloney. You're not at that level yet. You know, you need to go through the best domestic fights you can, and you know, you have to prove to everyone, especially your world champ trainer, that you can beat me. So why not do it? Let's not muck around anymore. You know, we've traded the words. Let's be professional about this. You either want to make this a reality, or like I said, it's smoke and mirrors, and we stop wasting each other's time. I have no problem coming to Sydney, coming to your backyard, and smashing in front of all your family and friends. So, you know, I'll come there, no dramas.
You said it there, Mark.
That's it. And as far as like my whole take on it is, you know, it's a fight that makes more sense than any other one. You know what I mean? We can build it up as, you know, the Fenech camp, Ellis camp, try and get behind it. And he's put up his hand and said, listen, I'll come to you, I'll come up in weight, I'll put my belt on the line if need be. And as for the money, well, supposedly the money you've offered us, we'll take that. Yeah. Whatever money you've said that you're going to, we'll take that. That's a deal. So as far as I'm concerned, there shouldn't be no more obstacles in it. And again, like Marky said, I don't know if it was 15 fights or something, he signed a very long contract to have a lot of his fights in Victoria.
Yeah.
On Fox Sports. Mate, he'll put up his hand to be the first, he'll put up his hand to be the second. Whenever you want it, you can get it.